Hello there, my name is Brian Schwatka. I'm a Realtor and Transition Specialist, and today what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you my listing presentation, or what some people call a pre-sale consultation. And normally we would be meeting in person, but life happens, I understand, and we get busy and we want to do more things in less amount of time, or maybe we don't want a whole bunch of people coming over. So I'm always here for you. I'm available on a phone call or a Zoom call or in person, and normally this listing presentation would take about an hour at your home. I would tour your home, I would make some suggestions on what you need to do and what you don't need to do, and educate you on the process and what to expect. So for now, I'm going to try and introduce myself and show you how I sell homes in about 15 minutes. Now, I don't sell homes in 15 minutes, but I'm going to try and introduce you to me in those 15 minutes. So below on the website, you'll see a listing presentation flip book. You can look at that, you can flip through that, or you can download it, or I can mail you a copy. But that's going to go into some greater detail that I'm not going to cover in this video. So things like listing preparation, the timeline, finding a buyer, meeting my team, talking about my brokerage, things like that. I would imagine you have questions. So who is this Brian guy? What sets him apart from the crowd? What's his selling philosophy? What's his marketing strategy? What's my home worth? And what do I do next? So I'm a Realtor and Transition Specialist. I've done that since 2004. I'm located in Los Gatos. And I'm not bragging when I say I'm in the top 5% of Santa Clara County, the top 5% in the nation, or top 1% worldwide. All I'm trying to do there is add a little bit of validity to kind of know what I'm talking about. I've been in the industry long enough to have seen the good, the bad, and the ugly, the potholes, the red flags, things to help you stay out of trouble. I work with homeowners of all ages, but I love my retirees, my seniors. So I'm a seniors real estate specialist, or an SRES. Now that used to mean something, and now any realtor can get that half-day class, $50, everybody passes, and all they teach is how to talk loud and use large font. So what I did was I kind of took my education to the next level. So I'm a certified seniors advisor, which is the designation that nurses, doctors, people that work with seniors on a daily basis take. That's a very extensive class, high dropout rate, but I love the fact that I've taken my education above and beyond the call of duty there. So I'm also a certified probate real estate specialist and a certified negotiations expert. Now, going a little bit deeper, my purpose in life simply is just to serve and educate with no expectations. And I've helped hundreds of homeowners decide if they should stay in their homes or make a transition to a new home. And how I do that is I teach them. I help them explore all of their options. And I do that through videos, through webinars, live classes in person, personal consultations. I help them make a plan for their future, and we work backwards from that. And once we have sort of a plan of where we want to go, then I need to introduce them to where they actually can go. Is that a new local home, smaller home, less maintenance? Is it a retirement living community in the area? Is it relocating out of the area to similar areas to this, but maybe a little more affordable? And then I show them how to get the biggest return on their investment, the biggest bang for their buck when I'm selling their homes. My number one differentiator is that I'm a transition specialist. So what that means is that I focus and I adhere to a strict 60-day timeline. And that timeline comes from actually years of working with retirement communities, where they call you and they say your unit is ready, and 60 days later they want their funds. Now we have to sell the home and get those funds to the retirement community on that exact day. Now this translates to everyone. Everyone wants to be done in about 60 days, but I am dedicated, I am focused on orchestrating all of the transition logistics that happen during those 60 days, like the downsizing, the hauling, the move manager. I'm choreographing multiple transactions with the title company at the same time to have a seamless transition from one home to the next. And I have a repeatable process, custom checklists. I do it on a regular basis. Probably 95% of my business is like this. And I would say the analogy is, if you have a Toyota, you take your Toyota to the Toyota dealership if you need something done. Someone you can trust that knows how to work on that car. Exactly. So that's my number one differentiator. Number two differentiator is that I focus on education. It's a holistic approach to real estate. And I've created this system. It's called the Stay or Go Homeowner System. And it helps homeowners decide if they should stay in their homes or make a transition to a new home. So what we're doing is we're evaluating where they're going. We're evaluating where they currently stand and educating them on all of these areas. Remember, I was talking about that holistic approach to real estate: your finances and taxes, your health and well-being, your personal situation and relationships, your trust and estate, and your real estate. All of that matters. All of that is taken into consideration when I'm selling someone's home. It's a story. I'm trying to get them from one place to another, and they need to be educated on things like capital gains taxes, holding title correctly, creative financing options to get you where you're going, maybe without selling first. Maybe you want to stay and you want to age in place safely. Maybe you want to know about retirement communities or downsizing or relocating out of the area or real estate 101. So I've learned so much teaching thousands of homeowners all of this. And so I can pass that information on to you in a way that is easily digestible. So my selling philosophy really is, number one goal is to have a stress-free transition for you. Okay, number one. And I know it can be complex, it can be stressful, it's unpredictable. And I think homeowners pretty much all want the same thing. They want the best price in the shortest amount of time, and they want it to be stress-free. Well, how do we accomplish that? How do we control that in a stress-free manner? My solution to that is multiple offers. So multiple offers gives you control, it gives you options, and it eliminates renegotiation. So imagine if I have 2 offers or 3 or 5, and buyer A wants me to do termite work and replace the roof, and buyer B doesn't. I can say to buyer A, buyer B doesn't want me to do all of this. Are you sure you want me to do all of this? Because I like your price, but I don't like your terms. And so when I have those multiple offers, I have the control, I have the options, it eliminates renegotiation. That leads to a stress-free transition. So how do we get multiple offers is the question. It's an attractive list price, not too high, not too low, just right, and massive market exposure using digital means, social media, personal avenues, print advertising, lots of different things. So my marketing strategies can be found on pages 7, 10, and 11 of the brochure, but let me just go into them real quick. First and foremost is staging. Whether we're going to be doing editing of what you already have, or maybe we're doing a full-on edit, or maybe we're doing some of this virtual staging that we're doing nowadays, which is amazing. And how that works is we take the professional photographs and we superimpose furniture, furnishings, things like that on top of the photos. And we tell the buyers what we're doing. We're full disclosure there, but it really saves a lot of time, money, and frustration. So let me show you some examples. So the home on the left is a vacant home. It's a nice home, but you can't really tell what that area is used for. With the virtual staging picture on the right, we've got furniture, rugs, even shadows. It looks so realistic. So that's for an empty home. For a furnished home, there's actually virtual furniture replacement. So we're taking out the grand piano, the older furniture, the tile floor. We're even painting the walls a different color. So this is quite amazing technology, and it's very affordable as well. Next, we have virtual landscaping. So maybe you're selling your home in the winter and you want to show them what it looks like in the spring. We can do virtual landscaping, add some bushes, add some greenery, things like that. Then there's virtual remodeling, where you can take maybe an outdated kitchen or a bathroom and then show the buyers what that kitchen or bathroom could look like once it's been remodeled. Also, virtual remodeling in the backyard. Maybe your backyard is big enough to have a pool. And doesn't have a pool, you can show them a picture of what it could look like. So again, full disclosure of the virtual staging. Once we have those pictures, we're also going to take some videos, because in this day and age, we don't want to open houses anymore. We don't want a lot of people coming through our homes. So we want to show them everything they need to know without coming to your home. So we're going to do a video or a virtual open house where I'm walking around the house with a camera showing about all the amenities in the house. And the great thing about that is it doesn't have to be on a Saturday or a Sunday, and you don't need to leave the house. It could be every day of the week, doing Facebook Live, on YouTube, and all of the different ways we can do that on social media. Then we're going to do some professional copywriting, so we'll get some really good words to use in the brochure. We're going to create a website that is your address, so 123mainstreet.com. On that website will be all of the brochures and the pictures and the videos and the disclosures, everything that they need to evaluate your home. And then we're going to create what's called a static brochure with a QR code. So the days of flyers on the sign where the kids are coming and taking them, the people walking around the block are taking them as they walk and littering the neighborhood, we're not doing flyers anymore. So we're doing a static brochure. It's right there on the sign. Let me show you a picture. On the left is the missing flyer box, and in place of it is the static lawn sign, and that has your website address. It has a QR code that they can then use their digital phones with, and that'll take them right to the website. So we're growing and changing and adapting. Next thing we're going to do is some online and print marketing. So we're going to do some email blasting out to every agent in Santa Clara County. We're going to post our website on all of the other major websites, and then we'll do a direct mail to 250 of your closest neighbors because they're going to turn into mini salespeople for us. So now the question comes, what's your home worth? Well, I can tell you what it's not worth. It's not what Zillow says it's worth. It's not what most realtors say it's worth, because most realtors will tell you a little bit higher price than you thought it was worth. They're trying to get you excited to sign a piece of paper and get their sign in your lawn. That's not what I'm about. So don't believe every realtor who tells you your home is worth an exorbitant amount of money. It's not worth that. It's not what your neighbor's home sold for either 90 days ago, because appraisals are only good for 90 days. Really what it's worth is what the market will bear at that moment in time. So we don't know exactly what that number is today. Okay, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to create two CMAs. It's a comparative market analysis, and I'll do one now and let you know what your home is worth today. But that doesn't make sense. All we're doing is trying to find a number that we can put on the listing agreement for now. Then, right before we go on the market, we will run another comparative market analysis. We'll find out what has sold in the last 90 days. We'll find out what's active on the market, what our competition looks like, and we'll decide together what a strategic price will be, okay? But you make the final call. I just want to make sure that it's not too high, not too low. It's kind of just right. It's acceptable. It doesn't look like we're crazy on our price, okay? So hopefully I've answered all of your questions. Remember in the beginning, who's this Brian guy? Well, he's here to serve and educate. We're going to leverage his experience. What sets him apart from the crowd? Transition specialist and educator. What's his selling philosophy? Multiple offers to gain control to add a stress-free transaction. What's his marketing strategy? Massive market exposure through all venues. And what's my home worth? Well, we don't know until we get right down to it. Now, what comes next? I really think we should get together on the phone, maybe a Zoom call or a visit in person. And what you might want to do in the meantime is scroll down to the bottom of this page. You'll find some really good videos that'll help you understand Real Estate 101, selling a home as is, because there's only one way to sell a home as is. It's a great video to watch. There's the transaction timeline. There's me explaining the listing agreement in layman's terms so everybody can understand it. There's home preparation, the biggest return on your investment, how to get that thing ready. Listing preparation, getting you ready to go on the market, what to expect, showing all the different things that are going to happen while your home's on the market. Then I explain the purchase agreement to you so you know what you're going to be accepting. The buyer's going to be sending you a purchase agreement. You'll need to understand that. Then there's videos on, now that you're in contract, what now? Selling versus renting. Do you want to sell for a cash out or rent for cash flow? I can teach you about that kind of stuff. And then lastly, there's a page where I have all of my little puzzle piece videos. They're little 2 to 4 minute videos teaching you about capital gains and step up in basis and what to do if a co-owner passes away, all sorts of things like that. Tons of information here on the website. Take your time. Scroll around, look around. It's all free. We're not going to grab your information and send you a bunch of stuff you don't want to know about. And then there's also the home quote. Remember I was telling you about the comparative market analysis. So you can request a home quote. And if you fill out that questionnaire completely, I'll actually be able to give you an estimate of what I think your capital gains taxes would be should you sell your home. Lastly, in a nutshell, I know this is a huge decision. Make sure you interview realtors. Make sure you choose somebody that you trust and that has experience. Make sure you educate yourself to give yourself that clarity and certainty and confidence that you need. Make sure to take into account all the aspects of your transition. Remember, be a holistic homeowner because everything matters, right? Your finances, your taxes, your title, your estate, your health, your personal relationships, and just know, always know that I'm always here for you, whether you're staying or whether you're going. My goal is just to save you time, money, and frustration, and to help you make good decisions. Okay? So thanks for watching. Hope you learned something. I would love to get together with you in person or on a phone call or on a Zoom call. Look forward to hearing from you soon. Take care. Good luck. Bye-bye.